Good morning, everybody. It's 62 degrees here in Lehi, Utah, 16 degrees Celsius, and we're going up to a high of 71 degrees, 21 degrees Celsius. On a beautiful day, a little bit of a breeze, few puffy clouds, pretty much perfect. Boy, I'd love to keep it at this temperature all year round, which is impossible, I know, but it would be nice. Anyway, I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher, and I'm here to give you a video on my stitching from the highway and at home. And this is a video, of course, on cross stitch, and I want to thank all you guys for joining me. I always am grateful for the subscribers I have who've been with me since the beginning. Thanks for putting up with me, and thanks for the comments, kind comments, and also grateful for those of you who have joined me more recently. And maybe when I do some of my life updates at the end, you'll be able to catch up a little bit on what my life's like right now. And I will go forward to that later in the video so that you don't have to hear that now. Life's been kind of frazzled the last week and busy. So amazingly, though, I do have some stitching to show you. So I am going to go ahead and go with that and show you an FFO. Amazing for me. It seems like the only time I do FFOs, fully finished objects, is when I have to give it as a gift for somebody. Now that's crazy. I should make them for myself. But I never seem to. I always just go, oh, I'll make that for somebody else. And that's the only time I ever do an FFO. So, if anybody has any good ideas on how to encourage somebody to do FFOs for themselves, let me know, because that's not me too well. Anyway, I had been looking at my finished my FO on Joyabue, the Live Life Welsh stitch that Mama Loves You GB on Floss Tube designed for a teacher friend who had passed away of cancer. And as I glanced at that, I thought to myself, I was thinking of my niece Kim and what she's going through right now, and this wedding that I'm going to, which is her wedding, coming up on this weekend. And that's when it hit me. I thought, I'm going to give her this along with money, which is what she desperately needs right now, her and her soon-to-be spouse. So I fully finished it into just a little long pillow, just real simple and fast. And I'm going to give it to her, and I don't have it yet, but what my plan is I'm going to get some pins. And she mentioned on Facebook the other day that her loves. And so what I thought I would do, if I can find it on my way down to California or in California, is some of her loves are to her dogs and reading and doing games on her computer, so on her phone. And so I thought if I could find little charms like that, maybe at Hobby Lobby or something else, that would be so cool. And then I would just pin them on the pillow of her loves and tell her to live life fully. And so anyway, that's kind of what I ended up thinking to do. And when I looked at the pattern, I mean, when I looked at my finished piece there, I went, oh my, I know what I want to do for Kim. So that is a fully finished object from Highway Stitcher, which if you end up checking off those over the years, over my 2 years, you will find there aren't very many, because I don't like to fully finish anything. But I do when it's a gift and when I care for somebody. So anyway, I'm going to go on now to my whips and what I did this week. Then on to my haul plans. I don't have much haul plans, and my life updates. Okay, the first one is temperature topography, temp typo. This is Sarah Stitching Mommy's design piece that you can get off of Etsy if you look up Stitching Mommy. I was able to do the A on May. Boy, look at all those stripes. That's because a lot of days had to be put on A. And it started out, as you can see at the bottom of the M, and then working at the very tip top of A. Those were in the 60s. We had had some cold, rainy days. Then it warmed up, typical Utah, and it got pretty warm there in those oranges, and then started working its way back down again until at the bottom of the A, we're back to some 60s again. So that's pretty typical. Makes it a pretty piece though, with all the different colors. So when I do the Y, I'm expecting from now on, I could be wrong, but I'm expecting from now on we will be mostly seeing yellows and oranges. We could possibly have another break of cool temperature with some rain, but I'm not banking on it. I'm thinking we're probably getting close to being into our summer now, and we'll start getting warm and hot and move on. Oh, this is being, sorry about this. I didn't make any notes. I'm just going off the cuff here. This is being stitched, for those who do not know, on 32 count peanut color in Be Stitch Me fabric from the Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month Club. And I'm stitching it with the called for colors for that particular temperature guide. Sarah had, I believe, 3 different guides for stitching on the colors, and I picked one of those, and I'm using the called for colors. Okay, this is, like I said, in no particular order. In fact, this piece I worked on yesterday. I actually had some time to work on it. I was thinking to myself that I wasn't going to get any time because of my week, how frazzled it was, but I did get some time on it. Anyway, this is Cat's Reflection Sampler by Peruvian Flare off of Etsy. This is a fun piece. If you guys have been following me all along, you'll see that I got the laying down cat done. Not my complete, would have loved to goal of having the reflection of the laying down cat the other way. But I'm not too concerned because that was pretty good for this week. And it ended up being about, about 300 stitches, I believe. So this is just such a pretty piece. So, I mean, and such a fun piece too. The fabric is a mystery fabric. It's kind of a shaded, I think it feels like some kind of an even weave. It's 28 count. That I do know because that was on the piece. That was stapled onto this, but there was no identifying of what color or anything on it. But it is just working out really great for this this piece, I think. And I'm stitching it with DMC 815, which is a favorite color of mine and of Kim's. So it just gives a real pretty for a red work type, I think. Nice coloring. This is being stitched 2/2, and well, let's see. That's probably all I need to say on that one. And I dropped my notes, excuse me. Okay, next one here on the top is Harriet Elizabeth Coe, 1844, by Brenda Gervais, with Thy Needle and Thread. This piece was a zombie run that I wanted, not that I had, I mean, I want to finish my zombie run pieces every month, so I guess I don't have to finish them, but I do want to finish them and keep up on it every month. So this one was a want to finish zombie run. And so I needed 400 stitches in it, which I did get. My goodness, piece of thread on it, got to get off. It's a dark thread and it's not going to look very good. Here's the whole piece from farther back. This is being stitched on 28 count, picture this plus fog. And I'm using the called for colors over dyed threads. And the part I worked on to get my 400 stitches is from at the H there and the Q from there on over to the end. So I got the I, R, J, the border. Actually, the border was only finished to here, so I managed to bring that over to, brought this blue over to here, and brought the flowers over to there. And for my zombie runs, I think I just barely did a little over the 400 stitches so that I could move on and keep doing my other life updates that I'll tell you about later. So I got it done, put it down on my, on my objectives for this month. So, and this is being stitched also 2 over 2, two floss threads over 2 linen threads. Okay, the next one here on the top is Sheep May Safely Graze. This was picked up because when we do when we do zombie run, we have to work on 4 pieces for 400 stitches for my goal. But when we're done with that, we still need to get more miles to make our 12 miles. So I picked up Sheep May Safely Graze and worked on it 2 more times at 400 stitches each to make my total zombie run for May. And if you're interested in that, I know that's, if any of you are new, it's a Facebook group called Daily 30 and Stitching Journal. They're a closed group right now, but if you go on and maybe message the administrators, the admins, they might let you know about possible openings. Because I know there may be some new people and you may not understand what Zombie Run is. And it's a yearly goal for us to kind of work on, to get pieces worked on and finished. So anyway, here it is. This is being stitched on 28 count vintage country mocha, one of my go-to fabrics that I like, where it's the modeling is printed on the front and the back is just plain. So real pretty fabric. And you can see through there some of my chest and stuff, but move it up there a little closer here, maybe it will, yeah, there we go. That's a little better as far as not doing a see-through. I didn't want to get my board and put it behind right now. What I got accomplished was quite a bit. I stitched that whole big sheep in the middle there, if you remember from the past of what I had gotten done. I also did the brown shaded border all the way down along the bottom and finished up some more of the over by the house. I also stitched the darker green for the hills, for the green hills. So I'll be going back probably and filling in that in. I also stitched the door, the red door, and the pale yellow windows. So I know I got a total of 800 and some stitches on it. This is also being stitched 2 over 2. And what else? Oh, this is an old Stitch Mania piece from 2018. And I'm working for finish. And now I'm getting closer and closer to it. I've got, of course, the rest of the border down the side on both sides. I've got to finish the hill and under the house, and then down at the bottom I will be putting in the word "Sheep May Safely Graze," which is one of my favorite classical musical pieces. And that's saying something for me because I'm not a big classical music person, but that is one I really like. So, okay, let's see here. Get myself another drink. So dry here in Utah. Okay, I did a new start this week. I mentioned it last week. Got Hedgerow with the hedgehogs. No surprise with me of why I'm doing this one because of those hedgehogs. Fell in love with this when I first saw it. I do like the other rows. Do love them a lot. Actually, I've got the patterns. I just haven't done them yet. But this one, I immediately jumped on. Now, I'm not using the same fabric. I wanted my hedgies to show up a little more. So I looked through my fabrics I have, and this was a color and cotton 32 count pistachio. So I opted to use this for my hedgerow. So I started in the middle, and there's the first little hedgie with her little bit of back stitch for her little smile and her eyes and her nose, and finished. Of course, there's a hedgie up there too. I got that for a birthday gift from a friend. So anyway, that's the start of hedgerow. Right there, you can see it in the middle. When I get all done, of course, I'll put the little spikes on them with the back stitches. So it'll show up a little more. Right now, I don't have the spikes on her or him, whatever I want to call it. Just a little note. In Welsh, hedgies are called draenogs, but I don't know if that's the right way to say it. It's Draenog. So, me and my American Welsh. So, but since I got Welsh in me, I just figured, in my ancestry, I'd let you guys know that Draenog is Welsh for hedgehog. This is being stitched 2 over 2 with the called for floss, but with this changed flat fabric with the pistachio color and cotton fabric. Okay, last one I have here is Souvenirs of Summer. Of course, that's the one that we're doing as a Sal with Melanie of Yarns and Threads. Floss tube. Melanie has finished hers. I generally just work on mine on Monday nights when I get together with my friends on Zoom. Well, I think it's Google Live actually for that one. Anyway, this is what I got accomplished this week. I think about 300 and some stitches. If you remember from last week, I had the 3 lines and that box down below with the, looks almost like a flower sort of in the middle. I had that done. Of course, I had the middle done for a while. So on Monday, I went ahead and worked on the other side. Got it all the way down and finished. So this is being stitched on a 32 count mystery fabric. I know it's a Lakeside and I know it's 32 count. Not sure on the color. It could be an exemplar from the looks of it. Probably a regular exemplar, not a vintage. And I'm using Classic Colorworks Bing Cherry for the floss. And I'm stitching it 2 over 2. 2 floss threads over 2 linen threads. And I ran out of my floss when I did that last little bit there. But that's part of my haul. Thank goodness I saw it ahead of time and went, oh good, oh good. Because I'd already ordered it. Which brings up, I might as well bring up haul next. I just stuck these on the ring to make it easier to show. I picked up, of course, as you can see, a whole bunch more Bing Cherry. Not that I'm going to need that much of it. But, you know, I like the color and I like how it's showing up. So I figured I might use it for some other red work type of a pattern. And then I picked up a bunch of bamboo because Panoply of Posies, the one I'm doing in kind of a prim Americana from my Stitch Mania, one of my Stitch Mania starts from a couple of years ago. I had totally run out of bamboo, and so I picked up more of that. Wait a minute, maybe it wasn't that one. It could be, this could be from Panoply of Posies, but it also might be from One Nation, the other Stitch Mania piece I have that was the big flag, because I was also using white on that and I was running out of the white. So I'll have to check on that, but it's for one of them, because I was running out of overdyed for both of them. And then the only other, I decided, well, my thread's not going to travel alone. And I saw this. This was a cardstock old Catherine Theron pattern. And I've always liked this one, so I just went ahead and decided to get it. And this is called New England, number 17, New England Schoolgirl Sampler. I just got this on 123 stitch, so it's not an OOP or anything that's hard to get. And the words say, "For health and strength and daily bread, we praise thy name, O Lord. Amen." Again, you can probably see how I like it. I actually do like grass. I'm different than some other sampler people. I do know that grass does take a while to do, as well as, you know, the other fill-ins, but I just love the look of those kind of samplers, so I'm usually all right with it. So I thought this was really pretty. It has some specialty stitches in it too, so I'll go ahead and have fun with that one. So that was the extent of my haul. So on to plans. I'm not going to be making a video next week. I'll be traveling home from California next week on Wednesday. So I've decided I'm just not going to make a video that week, and I'll show up the next week, which will be 2 weeks from now, to let you know. So my plans for this week, as when I'm gone, I'm going to work on America, the stitch along that I just showed. I'm also going to work on Cat's Reflection. So I'm taking both of those with me. But I'm also starting a new piece. I had this kitted up for a while, and then a friend of mine, Lonnie, hi, was going to start it for her Stitch Mania. And so I went, oh, God, if she's going to start it, I should go ahead and start it. This is a little sampler by Scarlet House called Mary T. Broom, 1824. I just think it's so cute. Brenda and Laura did this one. Well, I mean, Brenda didn't. Laura did it. And it just was so cute. And I thought, well, 121 wide by 127 high. This is really doable. Get done fast. So I'm going to start this one with Lonnie. I'm using the called for over-dyed threads, and I'm going to use vintage exemplar. So it should be really pretty. Here's the, I don't have the threads on a ring, so this is going to be real interesting pulling these out. But I'll do it really mishmash here. There's some of the colors, but I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So that was really stupid. I shouldn't have even pulled those out unless I had them on a ring. Anyway, the color is really pretty, and the floss look really nice with it, I think. So I'm going to be starting that with Lonnie in a few days, and take it with me to California. Work on it a little bit there. So we'll see how I do. Okay, the following week after I get back is the beginning of a new month, of course. And so I have to get back to work on my couple monthly pieces that I am committed to work on. And the first one is, of course, the next Lizzie Kate Flip It, and that will be June. Real cute one with the bees and bee scap and the flowers. So I will work on that when I get back and just get it finished up. And then, of course, the other one, which a lot of you really enjoy, is Talavera. And that's Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. And I bet you anything they go to this next. I would be surprised if they didn't, but I'm sure that block will be the next block. I haven't had a chance to work very much on this at all, so I haven't gotten any more of the two borders here, any more worked on. But then I did do the May's block, so I will get June blocks done. So that will be the other one I work on along with Lizzie Kate. And then one other. I'm doing a new start with Sarah Stitchy Mommy and Shelly KX Stitch. Both of them are on Floss Tube. And the three of us really like this new, came out at Expo online, this new Kesslin pattern called Cross Stitch Fun. We just really liked it. I like Quaker samplers, but I think the reason why I like this one so much is all those different objects in there. The chicken, the little cat, the big cat down at the bottom, the fish, the crane, the boat. I mean, if you keep looking at this, there's just so much more in it that it's just amazing. I mean, there's some cherries there in the middle. Um, there's a deer leaping down at the bottom. There's a dragonfly. It's just amazing. So this is I love this pattern. So anyway, we don't have a hashtag for it yet. I didn't think about checking with them to see. But we'll figure out a hashtag if anybody wants to join us on this new Expo release. We're doing it on June 4th. And I'm going to use, for my piece, I kind of like the gray look, but I wanted to do a little different, and I wanted to work with some of my silky threads. So I picked up a piece of Zweigart where it's printed on the front and not on the back, called Vintage Stormy Night. I'm actually using a piece of this for my birthday sale, Those Who Sing, and really like it a lot. So I'm going to use that with this silky thread, kind of a dark smoky gray it's called. So I think that'll be really nice. So, and I tried it out and it just fits perfectly with, this is actually not the same count as my Those Who Sing, which is 32. This is 25 count. Vintage Stormy Night. I'm going to do 1/1, so it is not such a big piece, because this is 445 stitches high by 267 stitches wide. So I wanted a little smaller, so that is why it is on 25 count over 1. But as you can see, it's still going to be pretty big. So, but I'm really looking forward to starting that with my friends, and so and really looking forward to this smoky color. I think that's such a pretty sulky petite. So I've worked with the sulkies before, and they're fun. So thought, oh, this will be good, because since it's all just one color, I can just, hopefully zip along with it. So that's going to be my new start that week. Shouldn't be doing so many new starts, but the one is with one friend and the other is with other friends, and so I guess it's too hard to pass up. So I think that's all with plans. So life updates. Okay. I spent last week getting ready for my niece's wedding. Those of you who have kept up on my videos before know that my niece is getting married on this coming Saturday in Southern California. And so I decided, golly, it was probably after the video last week, I went, oh my goodness, So I went and got my hair cut, got a pedicure. I'm not going to lift up my feet, but I got a pedicure, bought a new dress, and some sandals. So comfortable sandals that I could wear that matched the dress. Because I may be in that dress all day long, depending on, I have to go pick up my daughters, who are also flying down. I'm driving, but they're flying down on Friday, and so I'm going to pick them up, and we'll be spending some time. They want to see my sister, their aunt, and so we'll be meeting up with them, and I probably will have to have the dress on and the shoes on all day, pretty much, because the wedding's right after that. So I wanted something comfortable dress-wise and shoe-wise. So this seemed to fit the bill, I think. So that was the one thing I was doing to get ready. And then the other thing has nothing to do with getting ready, but since my husband's been gone this last week up at our second house, it was a good time for me to pull out all of my clothes and shoes and everything from our closet, our dual walk-in closet, just throw them out all over the place and go through them, and then reorganize and refold up and put them back, because my closet had looked like a bomb had dropped in it. And the pandemic just kind of like, I don't know what it did, but it's like I just went up and just threw a piece of clothing back in the closet. So I thought, I need to do this. So I spent this whole last week working on my clothes closet. So what I did is, like, I would get up in the morning and I would do an hour of the clothes closet, then I would come in and stitch a little bit. Then I go, okay, I've got to go back and work on it again. Really, it took me all week to do it because it was such a mess. But I think doing it back and forth like that was good because I could still go have fun doing some stitching and reading, and yet go back and work on it some more, but not have to work on it all day. I could just leave things sitting out, and that's so much easier to be able to do that when you're organizing. So anyway, tomorrow I'll be leaving. I'm driving to Southern California. I will be fine. I will be safe, guys. I'll be careful. I love to drive and love to travel on the highway. If I see any interesting pictures, I will definitely take them, put them on my video. And by the way, that's one other thing I almost forgot to bring up. I haven't had any pictures or music on my videos the last couple weeks, and forgot to mention that I had some issues where I had to purge my my tablet and re-put everything back on. And I did a fake floss tube a few days ago. When I say fake, I just put a bunch of stuff together, and then I put my music and my pictures in the beginning and ending, and it did fine. So if you see it, then everything worked good. If you don't see it, then I'm still having issues. But I wanted to let you know on that hopefully they will be on the front and back of my video this time. Anyway, I'm going to be spending the weekend at my sister's, and that'll be nice. That part will be nice. Go to the wedding on Saturday and celebrate with Kim and her family. Her family has just been so supportive of her. Those who do not know, she has stage 4 brain cancer and does not have a good prognosis. And she decided to go forward with her wedding, and her fiance did too. They opted to do this. So I'm wishing them all happiness and wishing them joy. Buoy. Always live life. Live it to the fullest, which is what she is doing right now. One other fast thing I better mention is, if for some reason I don't come back on June 9th, June 9th is when I am planning on coming back with a video, and it will probably be a very fast one. But if I don't make it back, the reason why is because I'm leaving for StitchCon a couple days after that. And I realized I only have like a little over a week to get ready to decide what I'm taking to StitchCon and to pack. And so I will be getting real frazzled with that too. So that just hit me this morning when I made up my few notes. And so if I don't have one, I apologize, but I will try to get out a short one before I leave. And I'm really excited for StitchCon. It's so neat. I went 2 years ago and had a fantastic time. Pam and Steph and Barbara do a fantastic job. If you ever have a chance, please go. They always try to do their best to get as many people in as they can, and they always do a fantastic job. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the work you do. So anyway, that's what I'll be doing from June 11th through June 21st. I'll be there. So anyway, busy times. So I'm going to end this and upload it and hope I can get everything done with it that I want to get done. My husband gets home today, so I want to get this done and all taken care of him, and get the video up. So I get ready to leave and say hi to him. Hi and bye. Craziness. Anyway, can't forget my daily gratitude for the week. This is a good one. It says, a journey is a person in itself. No two are alike. Since I'm journeying tomorrow on the highway, that's true. I know there'll be something new I see, something new I do. And just like people are all different, and that's what makes this world fun. And a journey is different too, every single time. So may you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Hopefully, well, no, actually, wonderful 2 weeks until I see you again. Remember to see the beauty out there. Whatever situation you're in, look for the beauty, look for the hope, the faith, the love that's shown to us every day. it's just wonderful. I'm so grateful for my faith and hope, and I wish that on everybody. I hope that everybody can feel that in their life. So anyway, you guys take care. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Love you lots. Bye.